Om Shanti. Good morning. Yesterday, Baba was very much the father, inviting us back into his lap and back to home. And today, Baba's taken on the more official form. Maybe a little bit of Dharam Raj. Baba is truth. And so the whole of Baba's Murli today, as I was reading it, was the experience was, it was purging out what was not truthful inside the soul. And when we think about why Baba has come, Baba hasn't just come to give us a massage. Baba's come to radically transform us. And on that journey of radical transformation, it's almost like Baba's energy, with Baba's help, we integrate and all the dispersed energy. When I think of body consciousness, I feel it's dispersed energy. Dispersed energy in our thoughts, our words. So expansion is part of that dispersion. And as energy gets dispersed, at some very deep level, we can lose sight of who I am and what I'm becoming. Of course, in expansion, there is entertainment, distraction, enjoyment. But Baba's come here to make us self-sovereigns. And the journey to becoming a self-sovereign is a journey of reintegration again. So there's a lot of key words Baba's using in the Murli today. Mistake, obedience, sin, follow, Dharam Raj. Many, many words. And as we go on in the Murli today, I'll share some of the Hindi terminology too. Because today's Murli is even stronger in Hindi. It's like Baba as Dharam Raj is speaking to our truth. And when we have to face Dharam Raj, what are we facing at the end? We're facing that part of who we are that's complete. And we're answering to our own complete stage. When the complete stage looks at us and says, why did you divorce me? Why did you do something that inhibited our friendship? So I feel like as you listen to Baba's Murli today, whatever's Baba's saying, if it creates a hiccup in you, a but, or this, just note that down, note that feeling down, because Baba's Murli is very purifying. And it also reveals to us the belief systems that we still carry in our heads. That's not gyan, but are based on experiences of fear. And truth makes us fearless. Yes, it hurts, but it's not the truth that hurts, it's what's breaking down that hurts. So Baba's Murli today is really inviting us to reintegrate and to realize what we're becoming as sovereigns. So what is it about the power of yoga that enables automatic imbibing of virtues? Yoga is holding a particular pose. So yoga is one-pointedness, remaining one-pointed in everything, essenceful, being the point, applying the full stop, being a detached observer, being incorporeal. These are poses of the intellect in yoga that allow me to remain one-pointed with Baba. So I'm not just sitting in a space of dispersion and then remembering Baba, but I've pulled all my energies together, become one-pointed and remembering Baba. And that point-to-point connection is what allows automatic emergence of our divinity. I was reflecting on Brahma Baba yesterday and how easy it was for the children in the early days to get attached to Brahma Baba. But Baba was so loving. He would say, don't remember this form, remember that one. But he did it with so much love that he weaned the children off him. Of course, when Mama left the body, many souls were attached to Mama and quite a few left. But by the time Baba left the body, it was much more stable. And so Baba had played the role of mother and father. But I thought to myself, isn't it such a lovely journey that we can be with each other and with God? So you come and be with me and we'll both be with Baba together. So that there isn't this energy that, you know, I'm sustaining you, you're sustaining me. There's just this sense of belonging to one when we're with each other. And I think that's what yoga does, remembrance of Baba does. We support when we arrive in the gathering with that love for Baba. Then we can embrace souls into our company and say, yeah, no matter what you are, however you are, come and hang out and we'll hang out with Baba together. And then attachment, you know, is not an effort. It's releasing yourself from attachment is an act of love. It's such an interesting phenomena. This morning at Amrit Vela, before I'd even read the Murli, there was a thought that entered my mind that if I've given sorrow to anyone, or I've taken sorrow from someone, I become a slave to them. Because then unknowingly, I'm becoming a slave to make them happy. On the path for 63 births, we didn't have gyan, so we didn't know how to make someone happy. So we got caught up in this game of pleasing people, the relationship game, and it is a game of slavery. And so at this point in time, our happiness is so deeply linked to our experience of self-mastery. The more independent I experience myself, the more my happiness is in my hands. It's my choice. It's my state of mind. And yet when there's any subservience or dependence at any level, then comes with it a feeling of hopelessness and helplessness. And that's part of, I think, the experience of slavery. And then Baba cuts through all of that and he goes, child, child. It's so liberating. An attitude of righteousness, you know, being right about something, because it's not necessarily being true. And I was just reflecting on, you know, I was having this conversation with Baba, and there were certain things that were coming in front of me, and I'm like, yeah, but I am right. So what's the problem with being right? and it was almost like I could see, like, okay, Baba's looking at me, and yeah, Baba knows he's right too, but he's not righteous. And there's something about righteousness and being right that blocks the ability to give and receive love, to become lovingly honest with the self. And I was really feeling that that's so important, because I think, I'm not sure at what point in the Copper Age onwards, we actually adopted the position of being right, probably as a safety mechanism or as a protection mechanism, because at some point when you've lost the connection with a relationship, you take support of your ideology. And that's your identity, I suppose. And so being right is a part of that. So I was feeling that when the relationship is honored, then it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. The relationship's honored. So that releasing of righteousness comes when the importance of honoring, because honoring the direction is not about honoring the right thing to do. It's honoring the right relationship. The relationship of soul to soul, the relationship of soul to father, the relationship of love, the relationship of belonging. That's why I'm following a direction, because it's restoring the relationship again. And so the moment righteousness or the feeling of being right at any subtle level leaves the picture, in my experience, anger disappears too.